there are negotiations, but I would characterize them as very cold. I don't think a program with the IMF is anywhere on the horizon. I think the IMF has been quite clear that Bitcoin implementation is a red line, is a line in the sand, and so until either El Salvador or the IMF caves, there will be no program. So there are other options in the meantime for El Salvador to raise financing. One of them is tapping the IMF's SDRs, the special drawing rights. That would require a change to the central bank law. There's other multilateral financing. They could get money from, CAF, CABE, the Inter-American Development Bank, the World Bank, and others. There's the crypto financing that I mentioned, although it's unclear if that could actually happen. And there's what economists call financial repression, which is essentially, in a way, forcing the banking system to lend money to the government and the pension system. It's a very risky thing that governments can do, but as a last resort, governments have been known to do that. So if push comes to shove and El Salvador's looking at this $800 million maturity and it's looking at these costs of default, which I mentioned initially, which are very high, it might resort to these financial repression tactics. But again, as I mentioned in the beginning, the public finance situation is not sustainable, so eventually they're going to have to adjust. The question is how and when. And is it going to be in a friendly way? Or is it going to be, after default in a messy restructuring negotiation once other avenues of financing are closed? So the country has to adjust the public finance situation. The question is just when and how, basically.